Good morning, this is KJTV News, bringing you the latest from South America. In Ecuador, a humanitarian convoy led by President Daniel Noboa was attacked on Sunday night in Imbabura province as nationwide protests over fuel prices intensified. According to government spokesperson Carolina Jaramillo, the convoy, which included the Italian ambassador, the Vatican's representative, and the EU ambassador, was ambushed by about 350 people armed with Molotov cocktails, fireworks, and stones. The attack left several vehicles badly damaged. President Noboa later posted photos on social media showing smashed windscreens and broken windows, saying the attackers were trying to resist Ecuador's progress through violence. The Ecuadorian armed forces reported that at least 12 soldiers were injured and 17 taken hostage during the clashes. In a separate incident involving another aid convoy, 1 person was killed and 9 soldiers were wounded. Military officials released images of bloodied soldiers and warned that such acts will not go unpunished. The country's largest indigenous organization, CONAIE, which has been leading the strike, gave a very different account. They said that the man killed was an indigenous protester named Efrain Fuertes, who was allegedly shot by security forces. The group has strongly rejected claims that they are criminals or terrorists, insisting that the real violence comes from government repression. They are demanding truth, justice, and reparations. The protests began after the government announced it would cut fuel subsidies, a move President Noboa argues is necessary to reduce spending, fight smuggling, and free funds for social programs. But for many Ecuadorians, especially indigenous communities, the cuts mean a sharp rise in living costs. The crisis has now spread across the country. Road blockages, violent clashes, and disruptions have been reported daily. In response, the government has declared a state of emergency in 8 provinces and imposed curfews in 5. President Noboa has also accused the Venezuelan cartel, Tren de Aragua, of infiltrating the demonstrations, warning that anyone involved in violent acts will face terrorism charges carrying sentences of up to 30 years in prison. Meanwhile, international organizations, including the UN Human Rights Council, have called for urgent dialogue and an independent investigation into the violence and reported deaths. This wave of unrest is part of a long history of indigenous-led protests in Ecuador. In fact, CONAIE has previously led demonstrations that toppled 3 presidents between 1997 and 2005. For now, Ecuador finds itself in a dangerous standoff between a government pushing economic reforms and protesters demanding justice and relief from hardship. KJTV News will continue to monitor this developing story and subscribe for more news.